Be blessed by the divine. There are 5 activities for maintaining good health: work, rest, food or eating, thinking, and finally, for married people, it is a physical relationship or sex. Now, none of these 5 activities should be indulged in an improper way. For instance, let us take food. If we overeat, if we eat wrong kind of food at the wrong time, you certainly know what happens to your body. Acidity develops and it creates problems for your blood circulation. Gas problem starts to develop and various other organs in the body start to create malfunctioning. Now, similarly, if you look at work, if your body is not designed to do certain kind of work, for instance, long computer work or long hours of work in a particular machinery or mobile phone usage, our body is not designed to handle such things. So clearly our body is going to start to complain. It's going to say that, ouch, it's paining for me, it's not something that I'm happy with. And that's what we will feel as pain or discomfort in our body. Now, it is also not right for us to neglect indulging in any of the 5 activities. Let's take for example sleep. Now, you know that you need to sleep, and there's something very beautiful about sleep. You go to sleep feeling tired in the night, but you wake up feeling fresh in the morning. If there are only 2, maybe 3 sources of energy that you know, one is food, another one is water, the third one is the breathing or the air. You are breathing all right during the night, but you have stopped drinking and you have stopped eating. Maybe about 1 or 2 hours before you go to bed, you have stopped eating. That's your last supper or dinner that you've had. And throughout the night, you are not eating. 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours that you sleep. Your stomach is practically not being fed during that period, but you still feel very fresh in the morning. Why does it happen? Clearly you can see that there is digestion happening, food is getting converted into energy. That's one reason. The other reason is that there is certainly atomic fission energy that comes from the middle of the earth, and there is this beautiful celestial energy to come from different planets around the sun, and as well as the stars in the sky. There is magnetic energy coming to our body, and we absorb them and we store them. And as we start storing this, and there is automatic reconnection of our brain, and it wakes up and you feel really fresh. So therefore it is not proper for us to neglect any of these 5 activities. It has to be done in moderation. It has to be done correctly. It has to be done in a way that it is properly maintained and a discipline is maintained by us in each of the 5 activities. Overindulgence, of course, should never be done in any of this as well. For instance, thinking is a classic example of overindulgence. There is an old lady that I grew up with, and this lady often overthinks of anything, particularly of her children, and she will over worry herself. And one day I asked her, when the children are grown up and she had grandchildren and she probably had no other worry at all in life, and I asked her, what are you doing, Ma? Why are you like this? And this old lady turned around and said, I'm worried. I said, what's wrong? What is the worry that you could have? And she said, I'm worried because I have nothing to worry. All my life I was worrying about my children. They've all grown up, they're all well settled. Now I'm worried that maybe I'm missing something. And that's what happens to the brain. The brain kind of gets into these habits of overindulging in thoughts, and that could create serious problems for us as we grow older. In fact, there are many young people today who come to me and say that I am under distress. I'm not able to handle the stress at work or at home or in relationships and so on and so forth. They come to learn meditation from us. It's surprising that young children today are going through such severe stress and trauma-related stress. And that's because there is no proper scientific systematic method to have discipline on how to think and how much to think and how properly to think and so on and so forth, which is really what we teach in our Kayakalpa Yoga course and in Simplified Kundalini Yoga course. And wrong use, improper use of any of this can also create serious problem. I don't have to elaborate on this. So do not neglect, Do not overindulge. Do not use of these activities improperly, and maintain discipline, moderation in work, rest, eating, thinking. Do visit kaikalpayoga.com and sign up for our newsletter to receive intimation on when we will be conducting the next Kaikalpa Yoga course, and do come and join us in Kaikalpa Yoga course. Be blessed by the Divine.